Are live
But even if
with
Irvine,
Breeders' Cup.
like, you sort of just. I like Epicenter because
Derek
he's
is opining.
who?
Derek,
Oh,
you is opining about Epicenter.
are you on the video?
I am on the video, and I'm talking about the Breeders' Cup Day 1. And we're starting with the first race, the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf Sprint. So, what do you think about the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf Sprint? I think the first horse to talk about is Love Reigns, Wesley Ward, that Irad Ortiz horse. Um, was against the dramatized in the Queen Mary, and then came back and raced at Saratoga and won. Anyway, what do you think about the juvenile turf sprint? Who is your pick here?
Um, yeah, I like Love Reigns.
He is using his
I
hands
do
too.
like Mischief Magic just because I feel like you got to bet Charlie Appleby and William Buick
Mm.
kind of blindly. But I am keen on Sharp as Attack and the Platinum Queen. I hate the post and I hate no US starts for her, but she just might outclass them.
I think so too. I think she's the classiest of them. Like it makes me nervous with the post for her uh on the far outside, but like she is I think she's probably the best horse in the field. Speedboat Beach on her very inside with Bob Baffert and Flavian Pratt is probably gonna be the like quick on the pace as well as Tyler's Tribe and Sharp as Attack and also Oxymore. Like those horses are going to be really, really, really quick on the pace, and I think probably Love Reigns as well. I'm really, really keen on Dramatized with Ryan Moore aboard. She was fifth, but she kind of ran out of gas in her last race. Fifth in a 6 furlong race. This is going to be 5.5 furlongs, and she dumps she dumps Tud Hope for Ryan Moore, and I think that's gonna be a really, really good thing for her. um I also think this is gonna have a really, 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 really fast pace, and I think that Private Creed with Joel Rosario is going to have the perfect trip and just come on and like nab it right in the bud with that race. And so I think dramatized Private Creed and that's my exacta. What do you think?
I mean, I think that is definitely an exacta.
What's your exacta?
Um, I don't know. I would just say don't sleep on Speedboat Beach because, like, Bob Baffert, like, does not run horses on turf, and he kind of like burned us last year with I don't remember the horse's name, but
I know what you're talking about.
it's like and like for Flavian Pratt to ride for Baffert over like say a Chad Brown, you know, I think he's worth throwing in there. Um, Even though Baffert has logical favorites in pretty much every other juvenile race. So,
Yeah, for
but
sure.
hate
But
the
Platinum Queen, I hate that she's tossed all the way outside.
and like when they pay $200,000 for a Bayern
That's true.
out of a
Like
Pioneer of the
that's
Nile, like I don't care how much of a Bob Baffert homer Bob Baffert is, but like that's a lot to spend
on a
on.
Bayern. Yeah.
So I think he may actually be the like fastest of the fast.
And it gets
Like
Slyvan Prot versus like I think Mike Smith is not. He's like inside, right? He's not a horse. Maybe I'm thinking of another race here.
I think that's this race is right in the middle of when Mike Smith watches his stories. So,
Yeah, no.
yeah,
You're right. Yeah,
yeah,
you're
no.
right.
Mike Smith actually watches anything with Steve Harvey, Judge Steve
um.
Harvey,
Okay, so
Real Housewives of Steve Harvey.
turf sprint. I'm gonna call an audible and go dramatized with Ryan Moore. Who do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I'm selling. I'm selling Ryan Moore in that race.
Okay, who do you like?
I like the Platinum Queen.
Who do you think
Um,
wins?
uh, yeah. I mean, it's I have a hard time getting past Love Reigns. I mean,
It's a Wesley Ward race. It really is.
and like, there's not a lot of Wesley Ward horses that I rad's riding. So I think it's basically him and the Baffert horse kicking it up front. And
I think it's going to be a fast pace, and I think that Private Creed is going to come on strong. And I also think the dramatized, but yeah, Love Reigns is a really that's a good pick. I mean, it's a Wesley Ward race that this race.
and he's undefeated in America and broke his maiden at Keeneland.
Her maiden. It's a filly. U.S. Navy flag filly.
He broke her maiden.
She broke her maiden. Anyway, the Breeders' Cup Juvenile fillies. I haven't really looked at this one. I like And Tell Me No Lies by Arrogate.
Well, do you want to look at it first before?
No.
Okay.
Chop Chop and the Alcibiades and Wonder Wheel.
Chop Chop was
Yeah, Wonder Wheel at a Wonder Gal. Um, she won the Alcibiades. That's Into Mischief out of Wonder Gal is the kind of pedigree I feel like wins this race. Like I'm confident in like calling that audible, even though she's 5-1. Like she's not favored or whatever. Like I feel like that. I'm confident in saying, oh, I like chocolate gelato.
yeah. It's
too.
a fool's errand to think that you're going to beat Chocolate Gelato. She has a shitty post position, but
She does have a shitty post position. I don't know. I've always liked Wonder Gal, and so I am confident in picking Wonder Wheel by Into Mischief to win this race. I think Tyler Gaffleone, Mark Casse. I think that's a good pick. And Tell Me No Lies is not bad though. Peter Miller. Um,
yeah,
Arrogate.
I move her up just because she's won around 2 turns.
Yeah.
Um, but I do love the good magics. So,
Yeah.
but I would let the Doug O'Neill, Jose Ortiz
No,
combo beat me. I just don't see.
I am going.
I don't see Chocolate Gelato losing, so it's really difficult to like even look at other horses and like.
I mean, Todd Pletcher is like that's a he's got a good like resume in this race. I don't blame you there, but I think I have to go with Wonder Wheel. Tyler Gaffleone, Wonder Gal, Into Mischief.
As soon as we're off camera, you're gonna blame me.
Blame me for a lot. Yeah, I like Wonder Wheel. Wonder Wheel.
That's you like you got to find the clip because that's from the Richard Pryor movie The Toy, and it's a terrible movie, and the clip will only make you sad, but it was the best part of that terrible movie. And at the time, we didn't know any better, so we laughed. It was Richard Pryor and Jackie Gleason because it made sense at the time. I don't care anymore.
Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies Turf. Are you leaving? What are you doing? Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies Turf. What do you think? I am kind of attached to this free look. Claire Bitch Chad Brown. But I know you like the Pleasant Passage.
I do like a Pleasant Passage.
Chick McGahee.
I've been on a few passages, and I would definitely put Pleasant at sort of the A of passages.
But what do you think about like Pleasant? This particular Pleasant Passage. What do you think?
It's okay. I mean, this is a tough one, like, because you can make a case for a bunch.
But I was telling you that, like, this race is like, this tends to be the one.
Yeah, no. Delight. I apologize. Delight's your winner.
I was talking to Derek. I was like, this one is like the one where like the Americans win this Juvenile Fillies Turf. The Juvenile Fillies Turf is where the Americans win versus the Juvenile Turf is where the Europeans win.
Also, I have some breaking news. G. Lori is going to scratch. I saw that on the Facebook.
You saw that on the Facebook?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You're not joking.
No, I'm not joking.
G. Lori is going to scratch. Okay. Well, anyway.
I think. No, I saw it.
You did see that?
Yeah, G. Lori's going to scratch.
I don't believe you.
Okay.
I'm looking that up now.
I mean, it's on the Herringswell stable.
Okay, I see that now.
Oh.
Okay. G. Lori is a scratch. I had to look it up. You punk me all the time. Like I don't know. Like sometimes you
Back to the race.
Hold on.
Oh, I do like
You said you like Delight?
Yeah, I'll take Delight at a 6-1 morning line over Meditate at
Meditate. Meditate with Aidan O'Brien and Ryan Moore.
Yeah.
Yeah, Delight's fine.
But no, I don't like
Oh, you know who I kind of like if she was a little further inside was this Shigera with Julian Leperoux, like this Nyquist. Like I feel like she could, because she was on turf the first couple starts, and then she switched to dirt, and she was not bad. Like she ran a pretty good speed figure. I feel like if she could switch back to turf, I feel like she could run a really, really good race. And she's got Julian, who's good on her, and
Yeah, and Julian riding for Phil Bauer are winning at a 0% clip. So
yeah, but like that's, I mean, Phil Bauer and Julian, I feel like she could make some noise underneath, not like maybe like a winner. But my pick in this race, I don't think you can beat.
oh, I do. This is where I come around on Jose Ortiz. I do like Be Your Best.
I liked her. Yeah, I liked her in Saratoga. I think she was like really good in Saratoga. Like
Because Horatio de Paz, and also she fits the profile. Like all her races have been 2-turn races. In the U.S., Jose sticks with her for whatever that's worth.
That's true.
And
I think that's worth a lot. Yeah.
she's got the pedigree. Like I think, and I think she'll drift up just because. And like after her main race, they put her right in the two New York preps for this, and
Yeah.
she was favored in both of them. So like,
And like she did well. She just she
You've never-
faltered a little bit with the yielding turf. And I think getting back to like a firm turf course, like she's probably going to be better. Right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too. That's why I kind of falter on Pleasant Passage. Is like she surprised on the yielding turf, and that's why I think Free Look is going to bounce back. I think Free Look. I hate to be chalky with her, but like I think that the American chalky sort of favorite horses like do really, really well um with this juvenile turf fillies race. And I think Free Look, it's just hers for the fucking taking. So Chad Brown, Claravich, Flavian Pratt, like that's this is just her race to just take. So
Again, I come back to sale prices and like it's weird to say, but they only paid 300,000 for this filly, and like for a top it, like that's low. I do like her. I just don't. I'm gonna take a stand against her.
okay, so I like Free Look. Who do you like
I do like Pleasant Passage
on top? Pleasant Passage on top.
Yes.
Okay. Breeders' Cup Juvenile. I think I'm gonna just for the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. I think I'm just gonna go with Forte. Really.
Yeah, I mean,
I
don't see Cave Rock losing.
cannot. I mean, Cave Rock. I have to go with Forte. Like
I also would throw verifying underneath. Like that horse could clunk along. Like you don't have a lot of justifies in this card. So
man, I want Blazing Sevens to like. I like Blazing Sevens. Like Good Magics. Like just go.
Yeah, I like Curly Jack. I like that he when he went 2 turns for the first time, he ran right
Curly
around.
Jack almost reminds me of like the likes of like a lot of the Curlins who clunk along for second. So I feel like Curly Jack you have to include in your like trifectas because I feel like Curlin or Good Magic out of a Roman ruler or whatever, like Connie and Michael. Connie and Michael was like she's related to Bob and John, I think. And so like that's sort of a like clunk up into like the
Well, because Connie married Bob.
No, stop. I know Connie and Michael is related to Bob and John because I know that is that's what it is. And I feel like the Curlins like kind of knock up into the place standings, and so I feel like Curly Jack could like surprise for Tom Amos. I hope I don't think Curly Jack will be more than third for Tom Amos, but I think you have to include him for Tom Amos. But I am hoping for fucking Forte to win. But
Yeah,
Cape
mean-
Rock will probably win.
I mean, like you like to see like the little guy win, and like Michael Repole Repole. He is a little guy. I mean, he is
Tiny.
I mean, like
Who is he?
if you looked at a bobblehead,
Who is he?
I don't know.
Who is Mike Rupoli?
He's a little man. He's
Tiny.
a small little man.
Tiny. Yeah, Cave Rock.
He gave a lot of people diabetes under the guise of nutrition. So, like,
yeah.
kudos to somebody who put zero thought into actually marketing. Hey,
who do you think?
What if we put the vitamins in water? What should we call it?
Who do you think is gonna win the juvenile?
Also, it's got a fuck ton of sugar.
Should
we call it sugar vitamins? No.
Who do you think's gonna win the juvenile?
I don't think Cave Rock is going to lose, so
he probably will not lose. But I'm gonna pick against him just on principle and just go Forte with Mike Rupoli with vitamin water.
I mean, I could see Irad winning all the races, both Friday and Saturday. So, like, yeah. I feel like it's not the worst play, like, just you throw it on Irad. Especially,
I could see Flavian Pratt winning all the races, and that's why I like Blazing Sevens and Tom Amos. Like that would be amazing. Like, oh no, Blazing Sevens is Chad Brown. Sorry, Blazing Sevens, whatever. Blazing Sevens and Flavian Pratt. Go.
Blazing Sevens has been claimed
for Good Magic for Curlin. I think Curlin just like dominates this juvenile race. I hope so. Anyway.
Yeah.
Between Good Magic and whatever horses he has, that'd be good. Yeah. The juvenile turf. So I think this really comes down to these. So it's like there's like Aidan O'Brien, that's Victoria Road, and then there's like a Silver Knot for Charlie Appleby. I think those two like are gonna vie for. I mean, either of those two are gonna win, but you've got like this. No, I'm very busy.
I really think the winner is, and the winner is.
Okay. Oscar Performance out of Scat Daddy. He won the Bourbon Stakes at Keeneland.
Yeah. I mean, his best races have been around 2 turns.
Mm-hmm.
I think Rosario is an upgrade from Flavian, and like Wayne Catalano like has all of like 3 horses in his stable. So Flavian goes to I'm very busy. That's fine. That makes
But he's been riding him before. Like,
yeah.
It's not like he's gone to him, but like this race like has been dominated by the Europeans. So I feel like that's why I'm choosing between like the That's why I'm choosing between the uh Aiden O'Brien versus the Charlie Appleby horse. Is like that's what has been dominating this race
And
in
I
years
think
past.
you Spendthrift like clearly has um visions of a future stallion with Major Dude. So I think he's worth including just because the Pilgrim has proved to be a useful prep. And he won that without Lasix, which will be the case tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
So, like,
That's true.
can you really sleep on a Bolt Doro out of Disordered Humor?
That's true. I just don't know. I can't get past this Victoria Road, the Saxon warrior out of Invincible Spirit. I think this number one horse for Aiden O'Brien and Ryan Moore is gonna just come home in front. It's
Yeah,
just
you're just asking a lot of it. I like if that horse was in the turf or the mile, I'd feel better. But like in those 2-year-old races, like now breaking on the rail, it's a 2-turn.
okay.
Like,
Then what about the Silver Knot with Lope de Vega?
oh no, I would.
Maybe that
No, I've
one.
got the Silver Knot on top.
It's like 3-1 on top.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like just because like.
But we are, I am definitely rooting for the I'm very busy Pennsylvania bred cloud computing out of a Kiss and Chris mare. Pennsylvania bred. That would be amazing.
And I mean, they paid 135
At OBS March, yeah. And they finished second in the Pilgrim to Major Dude. That's not bad.
No, I mean, I think
Um,
you've probably got 6 or 7 horses.
I think they might
that
need
could
more. I think they might
swing
need
him.
a little more distance for him. But
It's.
Pennsylvania bred, that's amazing. That'd be great.
I think my only knock on that horse is like, he's more of a closer. So
Exactly. Like I think he might need more. I don't see a lot of pace horses in this race. So I feel like if I look at this race, I feel like
I think the most important thing is just that we want to see the offspring of Motown win and do well because he's a very nice stallion.
yeah. Full disclosure, this man is sending his mare to Motown. He's sending another mare to Cupid, and I'm sending a mare to I don't know who yet. So, that Capocaine, yes. But
They
that
make their advertisements in Microsoft Word for some reason, even though they have the Office Lite version.
anyway, that is our fucking Breeders' Cup um thoughts. So I'm just gonna end the stream now.
And you're doing the turf triple, so I can like just kind of